back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Armchair Survivalist. We're talking about battle weapons here. So we're looking at, basically, there's other battle weapons than the AR-15 or the AK or the SKS variants. There's M1 Garand, tried and true, M1 carbine. These are good, solid weapons. Of course, it's not as if you're going to be ever going against a trained military using the M1 Garand or even the M1 carbine, but those are still fine weapons to have. The three basic are going to be the AR variants, the AK variants, and even the M1As. The M1As are .308 caliber. So you got the AR-15 variants at .223. Now, yeah, I know there's all kinds of oddball calibers you can get the ARs in, all the way up to 50 A&E. So no, we're talking follow the KISS formula, and that is keep it simple, stupid, because as soon as you get complicated, you're dead meat. .223 caliber in AR variants, 7.62 by 39 caliber in the AK variants. Then you got the M1As. Now these are all three different ranges. Also, you don't need a battle weapon when someone's out 500 yards plus. At that point, you want something with a little poop so you can reach out and touch them, and that is where a .308 or a 30-06 comes in. So the M1A, good semi-automatic weapon, a little heavy, about 10 pounds, but you can beef it up, good scope, bipod, and you can, and mags, 5, 10, 20, 30 round magazines can go on it. You got a .308 weapon. It ranges out to 1,000 yards. It's not hard to hit a man-sized target at 1,000 yards with an M1A, and if you've got any training. And that's the key. I don't care what weapon you go with, you have to go out and train. I get people all the time say, I never held a gun in my hand. I don't know anything about firearms, but I better buy something quick. On one hand, that's kind of stupid. But again, considering where we are right now, and we have a communist about to take over as president, and all of his good communist buddies that are in his cabinet and that are now just poised, waiting to pass the bills to ban you name it. It's going to happen within the first 30 days of Obama being president. You're going to see gun shows shutting down. You're going to see ammunition 500% taxes. I've seen the bills, by the way. I've seen these things sitting, and I've read them. They use these nefarious, insulting names like the 2009 Civilian Protection Act, or Police Protection Act, or Children Protection Act, or Safe Schools Act, or other crap that they like to call them, and most of the sheep will go, yeah, I want to be safe in school. Yeah, well, you're welcome to it because that's what's coming. So, yeah, okay, you go out and buy what you can. Make damn sure you get trained with it. Number one, I would suggest any weapon you buy not be through a quote-unquote legitimate gun dealer, because gun dealers have to have you fill out the infamous yellow sheet, or the 4473, which then they keep for 20 years in their possession. But they have to call it in and give the FBI your private information and tell the FBI that you've just bought a firearm. I don't like that idea, and neither do most people. And it's usually the ignorant morons who say, why not? I have nothing to fear. Well, I had a job when I was a kid with one of the survivors of one of the Auschwitz camps. And he said the same thing. He goes, we all put the stars on because we had nothing to fear. We weren't criminals. We knew we had not done anything wrong, so they weren't going to do anything to us because we'd never done anything wrong. So when they said the Jews must wear these stars on their arms, we said, sure. And now we have these same type of retards in the United States that say, so they do a background check on me. So what? I got nothing to hide. So my phone's GPS'd, so they can find me at any time. So what? I got nothing to hide. So they're listening on all phone calls, all emails, everything that I do on the internet. So what? I got nothing to hide. These are the people I don't want to hear from when the Schumer hits the fan, because they're the ones that'll say, hey, just listen, you walk out in front of me. Just go on out in front of me a little ways. Just calmly walk out there. You're not doing anything wrong. You got nothing to hide. And I'll use them as cannon fodder. But the idea is, yeah, you need to get your firearms, whatever weapon you want to get, and follow the KISS formula. Keep it simple, stupid. You do not want to go off on a tangent and getting all kinds of weird stuff on these guns. I'm going to tell you something. I'm very good at what I do. If any of you have gone out to a silhouette range, which they would have little tiny steel targets, most of them are out about 50 yards to 100 yards, and they could be the size of a pig, right? A pig, a chicken, with a 4-inch revolver, Smith & Wesson Model 10, with just ramp sights. I can shoot competitively at 100 yards at the steel squirrels. So it's not the carpenter, it's not the tools, it's the carpenter swinging them. So it's not the gun you have, it's how well you can handle it. And that's the thing with firearms. You need to get proficient with whichever firearm you can put in your hands. So you need also training. Any of you out there who have no training, you need to talk to somebody who is not full of BS and who will be willing to help you purchase a firearm. You can buy firearms depending on your state. You have to conform to state laws. Some states it's okay to look in a newspaper. Some guy's selling firearms in a newspaper or in a nickel worth or a penny saver or whatever you want to call it in your area of the country. You can find guns that way. And my viewpoint is buy as many as you can because they're going to do nothing but go up in value as soon as you can no longer buy them. You can also go to gun shows. And if you find private parties at gun shows that are selling firearms, you can buy them through them. And normally you would get a bill of sale. This is to protect you, trust me. You would get a bill of sale with your name and address or what have you on it. And this is up to you. I've bought some guns with bill of sales, and most of them I say, nope, don't need nothing, just your handshake. It's simple as that. Whatever weapon you choose, I don't care if it's an AR variant. Now, again, I'm sticking with the AR variants and AK variants. The AKs are made for illiterate morons to use in the field. They drop them in the mud. They drag them through a rice paddy. They lay in a glacier for a week. They pick them up, shake them, and they shoot flawlessly. AR-15 won't. It'll lock up. So this is up to you. Either way, you're going to have to be proficient with either weapon that you choose. AR variants are going to run you $600 to $1,000. AK variants, AK-47 variants, MAC-90, whatever you want to call them, these are going to run you anywhere from $350 to $700. So they're much cheaper. And then if you go with the rifle version of the AK, which is the SKS, it only holds 10 rounds at a time. Yes, they have extended magazines, but that's a whole problem unto itself. So you would use it original condition, 10 rounds, load from the top. Those will run you $300, $250, $300. Whatever weapon you get, make sure you have lots of ammo, and I mean thousands and thousands of rounds. Make sure you have all the accoutrements that go with it. Slings, cases, cleaning kits, magazines, clips, repair parts, and definitely an owner's manual, which you can pretty much download off the internet. There's hundreds of them out there. In a cleaning kit, you make sure you have plenty of patches. Old T-shirts make great patches for cleaning. Make sure you have all kinds of grease and lube. It's not a bad idea to stock up on those. Well, they used to be dollar cans of sprayed Teflon lube you buy over at Walmart. Now they're like $1.50. But those are great. Hoppy's No. 9, cleaning fluid. It helps clean out the carbon from the inside the barrel. So whichever weapon you want, you have to get very good shot with it. Get as much ammunition as you can. Do this all as quickly as you can, folks. You're not going to have much longer to go. And by the way, I know you've all heard the ads on GCN, the seeds, a garden in a can. And this is a quick note. I just bought everything the manufacturer had left. I have non-hybrid, open-pollinated seeds stored in a can that can store up to 50 years. We're only selling them $40 a can. Survival Enterprises phone number is 1-800-753-1981. That's 1-800-753-1981. You can call us 7 days a week up to 8 o'clock Pacific time. I don't have the seeds on the website yet. I don't even have them in a catalog. I just got them last week. And if anybody's interested, give us a holler. If there's anything we can do, give us a holler. Keep your nose in the air. Keep your ear to the ground. Don't let them catch you napping when they come. This is the Armchair Survivalist signing off till next week. Stay safe.
Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare